Okay, so these are the beautiful patriotic squares that we are going to be making. They are 7.5 by 7.5. You're going to need an H, that's a 5.0 millimeter crochet hook. You're going to need a yarn needle, a pair of scissors, and the yarn that I'm using for this is Big Twist. It's a medium 4-weight yarn, 100% acrylic. It's Varsity Red. The blue is Varsity Blue. And the white is just white. So those are the three colors. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started on this patriotic square. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is create a magic ring. Just like that. Now we're going to work 10 single crochets in this ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take that strand of yarn and we're going to pull to tighten it. Close it up. Now we're going to slip stitch into that first single crochet. Now we're going to start our first point. We're going to have 5 points. So you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're going to work down the chain here. So turn this, and in this, not this stitch, but the second stitch from the hook. So that's 1, 2. Work a slip stitch. So just insert your hook, grab the yarn, pull through. There we go, pull through. That was a slip stitch. Now in this next stitch, we're going to work a single crochet. Like that. And in the next stitch, we're going to work a half double crochet. Next stitch, it's right there. We're going to work a double crochet. Okay, so now you're going to skip this stitch and you're going to slip stitch into this stitch. Skip this one and and slip stitch in this stitch. Now it looks like that. Chain 5. And we're going to repeat that same process. Skip that first stitch there, that first chain that's on the hook. It'd be the second chain from the hook. Slip stitch. Single crochet in the next stitch. Half double crochet in the next stitch. Double crochet in the last stitch. Okay, so now you have 2 of these made. So skip this stitch right here, and then we're going to slip stitch into the next stitch. There you go. So now you have 2 points, and you're going to have 5 total points. So chain 5, slip stitch into the second chain from the hook, single crochet in the next stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the last stitch. go. Skip this next stitch, slip stitch into the next stitch. So now you have 3 points. Chain 5. Okay. Skip the first chain and the second chain, slip stitch. Single crochet the next stitch. Half double crochet in the next stitch. And double crochet in the last stitch. Okay, so now you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip this stitch and slip stitch in this stitch. Okay, now our last point, chain 5. Now working back down the chain, slip stitch in the second chain from the hook. Single crochet in the next stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch, and double crochet in the last stitch. There we go. Okay, so skip a stitch, slip stitch in the next stitch. And now you have all 5 points. Okay, so at this point we are going to take our scissors and we're going to fasten off a strand of yarn so that you can attach this to your square. That long strand. Pull it. And then I go to the back because we've got to tie that off. So I go to the back and tie a knot. Gonna fasten it off there. Now this will be tucked inside when you crochet that on. Like this right here. See? Okay, so now let's start crocheting our square. So we're going to use red and white yarn for that. So set your star to the side. Oh yeah, I was going to show this. And don't forget, you can have blue and white stripes with red star, and you can have red and white stripes with blue star. So we're going to have a magic ring, just like we did. And if you're uncomfortable doing a magic ring, you can chain 4 and slip stitch to the first chain to join them. Okay, so let's make our magic ring. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is chain 3. That's a double crochet, represents a double crochet. 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 sets. We need one more set of 3 double crochets together. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2. Okay, so take that strand of yarn, pull to tighten. Okay, so now you have 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, and 3 double crochets in your chain 2. we are going to slip stitch into the first double crochet, and we're going to slip stitch into the second, and we're going to slip stitch into the first one, grab our yarn, and we're going to add our red yarn, just like that. Okay, so in this hole, you're going to double crochet, and if you want, you can come back here and you can take and tie this in the back. Okay, so we have one. Try not to catch your white yarn back there. 2 and 3. So we have 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 more double crochets. It's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now we're going to work over here. 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 more double crochets. It's 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to work in this chain 2 space, 3 double crochets. It's 1, 2, and 3. Now chain 1, 3 more double crochets in that same space. 1, 2, and 3. Now come over here, work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to carry our yarn. We're not going to cut off, and this is the way it's going to look on the back side. Like this. This is where you carry. If you're uncomfortable having that on your back side, then you just need to cut your yarn after each row and then weave it in. But I'm not cutting mine. I'm just letting mine go like that. Okay, so now we need to slip stitch to the first stitch over there, and in our center. But don't, just hold it like this, let go of it back here. I think I'm holding it with my finger. There you go. Take your white yarn, pull it through, and there's your hole. Do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 1, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now this is where the fun starts. You're going to work 1 double crochet in between these clusters here. So 1 double crochet. Okay, so your next double crochet is going to be in the second stitch. See, there is a 3rd stitch there. 1, 2, 3, and it's going to be in the second stitch right there. So you're going to work a double crochet in the stitch down here. So grab your yarn, insert it through that stitch, pull it all the way through, grab the yarn, and you're going to extend up like this, and just go follow through just like a regular double crochet. but it's like an extended double crochet. Okay, so in that space, you need to put a regular double crochet in there. And that fills in that gap. You're going to fill in these gaps is what you're doing. Okay, so now let's move over to that chain 1 space, and we're going to work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to work in this space here, 1 double crochet, 1 extended double crochet. Grab your yarn, insert your hook in that second stitch, grab your yarn, pull through, pull up, and finish out your double crochet. Now in that same space, a regular double crochet. Okay, so now in your chain 1 space over here in the corner, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so in this space, 1 double crochet, 1 extended double crochet. So put your hook in this second stitch down there, pull up, and finish your double crochet. And then 1 more double crochet in that same space there. Okay, so back to the corner again in the chain 1 space, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 more double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and in this space right here, 1 double crochet, and 1 extended double crochet, and 1 double crochet. Okay, it's what you have so far. So let's slip stitch across here. And then now you're in that chain 1 space. So now we're going to grab our red yarn. Like that, let go of the white. And work a double crochet. And then 2 more double crochets. Now, and then chain 1. This is a repeat. And you're going to do this for 7 rows total. So let me show you this again. We have 2 spaces to work in, and as this gets bigger, you'll get more spaces. So let's work a double crochet in that space between the clusters. And that extended double crochet. And a double crochet. And you just keep doing this same pattern. Double crochet, extended double crochet, and double crochet. Okay, so we're on row 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That means for right here, we are right here on the pattern. We're on the red, and as soon as we finish the red, we're going to do white, and then we're going to do red again, and then white again. So we're going to have a total of 7 rows. So I will meet you back when you finish your 7th row of the white. And don't forget, when you get to the end, you'll join, fasten off, and then just weave the yarn in the back. And what I do back here is I tie these two together. So I'll meet you back here and when you finish row 7. And like I said, you will end with white. So now that you're done, just slip stitch into the next stitch like that. Pull it through. I've gone ahead and cut mine off, and I've cut my red yarn off. So you need to flip it over, and I've tied these two together, and then I cut it. And you can weave these in, or you can tie the two colors together. Tie a knot. All right, and you can cut them like that. Or you can weave them in, whichever is better for you. Okay, so now that we have this, we are going to place our star in the middle here. So we need to yarn onto a yarn needle. We're just going to center this on here, like this. And we're just going to stitch it Okay, so now you got your star on here. And just weave this back through. Like that. And go ahead and fasten it off. All right, there's your square. Okay, thank you guys for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoy this. Please like, comment, and share this tutorial. I actually am going to be making another video in about a month of showing how to combine these into a blanket, because this is going to be a crochet along, or you can just make the squares for yourself, how, you know, to do whatever you want to do with them. Okay, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.